Like the second that book comes in, I ordered it on Amazon, I pre-ordered it. As soon as it comes in, I'm stopping whatever I'm doing. I don't care if I'm in the middle of another book. Like I am clearing my schedule. I need to read that. I cannot wait. Hello, hello. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be sharing with you all of the books that I want to read in February. I chose 10 books. Two of them I don't have yet because they are being released this month. I didn't use a TBR jar, which I do have, by the way. I created this last month. I've never used a TBR jar to select my books, and I didn't start this month. I do plan to and hope to use my TBR jar in maybe future months. But for me, I am a mood reader, so I have to like really be excited for and want to read the books that I select, or I'm just not going to get to them. And I need to set attainable goals for myself because if I select 10 books and I don't want to read any of them, maybe I'll get through one or two and then I'll feel bad about myself for not like getting through my monthly TBR. And I don't want to do that. Okay. So the way that I'm going to do this and try to incorporate my TBR jar maybe in future months is I'm going to go through my physical TBR because if you didn't see my previous videos, I am on a book buying ban as of February 1st. I have almost 200 physical books that I haven't read on my shelves, so I really want to work on getting that number down. So that is my focus. I do have also anticipated new releases, which I do have a video on as well for 2025, which I did pre order those. So those will still be coming in throughout the year. But besides those pre orders, I don't want to add more physical books to my TBR. So, anyway, every month I'm going to go through my physical TBR and select 10 books for that month. If for some reason I can't think of it on my own. Like I'm looking through my shelves and I'm like, I could only pick a few, but not up to 10. I will use the TBR jar prompts to help me select whatever amount of books that I need to get to 10, if that makes any sense. Anyways, without further ado, I do have the books written down as well. I am a list maker. So on this paper, I have like week one, two, three, and four, and the books I want to read in those weeks. I'm not gonna bore you with those because honestly, because I'm a mood reader, I might not follow this list perfectly, but I do like to have like a little bit of an outline um, because there are some books I want to read at a certain time of the month. Anyway, I'm doing a lot of talking and not a lot of book showing. Okay, before I show you my February TBR, I just wanted to show you this cute sweatshirt that I got. It says bookish. I got this from Etsy. I actually got, I think, four t-shirts as well. Four or five t-shirts that are like bookish. I love. I'll try to like wear them in my YouTube videos and show you them each time, but I love this. I've been wearing it so much. It's like oversized. But anyway, without further ado, let me show you all the books that I have on my February TBR. Starting with thrillers, I have Frida McFadden's newest release, The Crash. It was just released this month. I love Frida McFadden. She is an auto-buy author for me. I am not obsessed with all of her books, but I have read the majority of them, and they are amazing for palate cleansers. Like if I read too many fluffy romances or if I read something super heavy and emotional or fantasies, I'll throw in Freedom McFadden or a thriller in general as like a palate cleanser. And Freedom McFadden does it for me every single time. Her plot twists be twisting. Okay, love Freedom McFadden. Next is A Killing Cold by Kate Alice Marshalls. I got this in my Book of the Month box. I don't know what this is about. I think, she found or she is dating somebody super wealthy and then saw her like baby pictures or younger pictures in their house or something, but doesn't recall. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I definitely want to get to it in February since it is like a wintry book. So that is book number two. Then I have two books by Hannah Bonham Young. Out on a Limb and her newest release, Out of the Woods, which I'm currently reading. Spoiler alert, I did finish this book already. I read this one right before this, Out of the Woods. This one was super cute, by the way. I'm not going to go into a review because it's not what this video is about. But Out on a Limb, they both have a handicap, accidental pregnancy. I don't typically like accidental pregnancy trope, but this one was really cute, really sweet. So definitely, I do have some more of her books on my shelf, so I will be getting to those soon as well. So Out on a Limb, Out of the Woods. So this couple is best friends with the female main character in Out on a Limb. I think they've been together for like 17 years or something like that. And they went on a little camping retreat or like a wilderness expedition to reconnect their relationship. So this is book number 4 for February. Then I have When I Think of You by Maya Ariel. My anniversary with my husband is this month, February 11th. I saw Kennedy Ryan had a blurb on here. It says, "We are lucky to have this booming new voice in romance." Um, my husband and I love Kennedy Ryan. So I don't know. I saw this in Barnes. Yes, I got this from the Barnes in New York City, the really big Union Square Barnes. It's so amazing. There's like 3 or 4 floors of books. I went there for a book signing to meet Megan Quinn. Anyway, I saw this there and had to have it. The unexpected spark of 2 former flames may force them to choose between their dreams and each other in this sweeping second chance romance. I thought this would be really sweet romance to read around my anniversary. Next, I have Pardon My Frenchie by Farah Rochin. I chose this book because I do have a Frenchie. His name is Kingston. I'll try to remember to insert like a picture of him um, in here. But his birthday is coming up on February 19th, and I thought it would be cute to read like something with like a Frenchie, his birthday is February 19th. He's going to be 1 years old. He's just a sweet little baby potato puff. So, pardon my Frenchie. Plus, it's the month of love. So, I do have way more romances in this TBR than I typically read in a month. So, that's why it was important to me to add like 2 thrillers, to like cleanse my palate or whatever. So, pardon my Frenchie. Oh, did I tell you what it was about? I think it's like an enemies to lovers. Yeah, it says these enemies have a few new tricks to learn about falling in love, and the female main character has a doggy daycare. So this is probably going to be cute and fluffy, and I'm excited to get to it. I've had it on my physical TBR for a few months now, so it's time. Not me dropping the book on the floor. Next on my February TBR is It's a Date Again by Geneva Rose. I've had this on my TBR for a hot minute. I've been putting it off. I don't know why. Just the cover, like I'm not attracted to the cover. Like no offense to Geneva Rose, of course, but I'm not attracted to the cover. It's not drawing me in. But it is like a pretty short book, and I feel like it'll be good for like Valentine's Day. Like if that's the vibe that I'm getting. So I think I also put this on my 2025 physical like TBR, like the books that I want to get to in 2025 because like I've been putting it off for so long. So I don't know, I'm nervous. I think something happens to the girl and like she loses her memory or something. Oh, she's hit by a car. Oh my god. And wakes up with amnesia. And there's 3 men there who show up at her hospital bed claiming to be her boyfriend. So she has to figure out like what's going on. So I mean it does sound exciting. All right. All right. I'll give it to that. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. All right, fine. Next is another Kristen Hanna book. Okay, this will be my third Kristen Hanna book. Winter Garden. I feel like I have to get to it in February because of the title, Winter Garden, right? Like it has to be read in the winter. I am nervous because the last Kristen Hanna book I read was The Nightingale. Like when I finished that book, I was staring at the wall like for a hot minute, like blinking away tears. All throughout the day after I read that book, I kept thinking about it, blinking away tears. Like if I think about it too much, I will literally start crying right now. Like that book was like, all right, let me move on because I feel the tears. I feel it like I'm gonna cry. So Kristen Hanna, this is gonna be heavy. I just already know. But this is another book that was on my 2025 TBR, like that I have to read in 2025. And this will be my third Kristen Hanna book. I think I have two more. So I'm slowly chipping away. I'm really trying to focus on that 2025 physical TBR list. Like I mentioned, I do have a video on that if you want to go see that. I'm doing actually really good. Like I have read quite a few books on that list already, and we're just hitting February now. The last two books I don't have physically because they are being released this month. The first one is Scythe and Sparrow by Bryn Weaver. That is being released on February 11th, which is my anniversary with my husband. He loves that series. I love it too. Not quite as much as him, but we are excited for the third and final book in that trilogy. The last book on my February TBR is Rebel Witch by Kristen Cicerelli. That is like one of my most anticipated reads for the year. Like the second that book comes in, I ordered it on Amazon, I pre-ordered it. As soon as it comes in, I'm stopping whatever I'm doing. I don't care if I'm in the middle of another book. Like I am clearing my schedule. I need to read that. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for that book. If you have not read Heartless Hunter yet, please go read that. I love that book. That was on my top reads of 2024. If you didn't see that video, I posted it and I am really like, I'm begging you basically to read that book. I love it so much. But anyway, those are the 10 books that I have chosen for my February TBR as a mood reader without my TBR jar. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you read any of the books on this list. Let me know what your reading plans are for February. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and chatting, and I will catch you in the next video soon.